Alright, guys. It's time to. After that was a good old break, but it's time to get back to continuing on with this. Let's see where I need to start. Yeah, we've already done 12-foot skeleton. That's not too impressive. Nice little Home Depot exclusives that they did for his family. Gonna look right here. This is where I stopped at. This is their 9-foot tall tree. $279 for this. And it's a color changing tree. Oh, and it's already out of stock.
Huh.
It's already out of stock, guys. Changes red, yellow, green, blue, aqua, blue, purple, white, and it's color changing. It's 45 minutes for one person to do. Let's see what it looks like to set it up, huh? Yeah. It's not too difficult. It looks like a quick setup. Just a quick setup. Says about an hour to set up. There's the base, the poles, there's trunks of the tree. We got that, we got the sensors. Yeah, it looks like a simple thing. We got the strings that go over it. The power supply. It has a 5.9 volt power supply. Yeah, it looks very simple. Don't look too hard to do. It's the second tree that they did from last year. Yeah, very eerie, though. Looks perfect for a swamp. But let's see. What? Yeah. Sure. Yeah, just a simple tree right there. Different face, I believe. It's kind of creepy, though, but it's pretty cool looking. I like it. Very creepy. That's what you would put out there in supply. Put that in your yard, a couple trees. Very, very creepy. Oh, got some pictures of it changing colors. I like the aqua color. Let's open it up, shall we? But yeah, I like this. Let's move on to something else, huh? Yeah, forget that. Forget that, all this stuff right here. Very, very creepy on here, but hey, very cool looking product. Let's move on to, now that we've done that, all the outdoor stuff. Let's go through our outdoors. Oh, come on. Here we go, guys. This is their neck. This is a bring back, I think. Ah, oh, man, it's out of stock already. This is their 5-foot tall Graven Bones animated LED hearse. Ooh, very creepy. Very creepy. Has a couple skeletons. One's driving a hearse, the other one is riding in the hearse. Eerie glowing purple lights. The unlucky skeleton passenger within, while 4 flickering flame lanterns light the path for a creepy destination. The driver is sound activated with the animated jaw and speaks one phrase. Really creepy, guys. Very 5 feet tall, almost 7 feet wide. It's battery operated. Yeah, I like the hearse. I like this thing. This thing's cool. Got them riding on there. Maybe put a couple of dark skeleton. Maybe put a couple of bone horses. You got them in a display. Huh. Yeah, very creepy. Talking skeleton right there. Sit close up of skeleton. Here's the skeleton in the back. Let's see what it does, huh?
Move aside, mortal. Dead man rolling. The 5-foot animated LED hearse ferries the freshly departed to their final resting place, flanked by 4 flickering lanterns outlined in golden trim and deftly detail. This self-drawn carriage rocks and rambles its way from graveyard to graveyard, carrying the dearly departed to their final resting place while a bright LED light radiates from within. A dashing undead coachman dressed in a matte black top hat and matching cape guides this woeful wagon. His eyes burn in deep-set sockets as he pushes onward into night, disappearing into the darkness.
Let's head for the cemetery.
It would be wise to steer clear of this horrible harbinger, for none but death himself follow in its wake. The 5-foot animated LED hearse. only at the Home Depot.
Very cool. Very cool. I've seen it a couple years ago, but very nifty for the skeleton. Very nifty. Let's go to the next one, huh? I did the Plague Doctor last year. I'm not going to worry about that. Oh, here's a brand new prop. This is their 7-foot Gruesome Ground animated LED witch. $130 for it. And, she's for sale. She has two movements, the mouth and the arm. And let's see, what does she do? It's like she's just an old witch with an eye in her hand. I don't really care about those. I really don't care about the eye in their hands. I just don't really pay attention to that. There's a close-up of her face. There's the eye in her hand. Yeah. But let's see what she does, huh?
Well, well, well. What do we have here? You must be a little lost. I'll be more than happy to help you find your way.
Wander your way down the wrong path in this gruesome graveyard, and you'll find yourself in the grasp of horrors more hair-raising than the darkest dreams can conjure. Beware the arm's reach of the 7-foot animated LED spellcasting witch, with sunken, sagging eyes that glow red in the night. This wicked witch looks for travelers lost in the forest's dark passages. Her long black cloak, accented with a vibrant violet cape and tall pointed hat, catch the moonlight shining in a sea of ebony. And a quick escape is always there, with a magical broomstick in her left hand. In her outstretched right palm, a third eye seeks something far more sinister. Trigger her motion sensor and it glows bright green against her putrid skin. She thrusts it forward for a better look as her jaw moves and she begins to speak.
There is nothing to be afraid of, except for me!
Beauty truly is in the eye of the beholder. The 7-foot animated LED spellcasting witch. Only at the Home Depot.
She's just another classic witch. She's just another witch. They do those every year. But anyway, let's go on to the next thing on. All right. Right. move on to the next thing. No, I don't want faster delivery. I'm just going back to the first page. Let's move on to the next part. Here's some skeletons. Here we go. Let me check some first. Alright, let's come here. We're going to go back to page 1. This is brand new. Next we got a brand new prop for 25. And this is $200. This is the Bones Engraved animated Jack of Spades. He's a poker type. He's a skeleton playing poker. Got a drink in his hand and a cigar. Don't care about the cigarette or cigar in his hand. Just don't. Let's bring up the instructions to him, huh? See how to set him up. Oh, you can sit him down. You can sit him down in the chair. Yeah. Not too bad. Quick setup. Okay, he's got a sitting pose. But let's go back to him. He's a poker type character. His head moves, his jaw moves, and his right arm moves. Oh, come on. Come on. Here we go. I really hate when they do this. Standing right there. Standing. Man, really strong on the, really detailed on the skull. Looks like the cigar lights up too. Let's see.
This video will assist you in assembling the 6.5 feet LED Jack of Spades in standing and sitting poses. Standing pose assembly. Throughout the instruction.
You can go online and review it.
Pick a card, any card. It does not matter. When the 6.5-foot Jack of Spades is dealing, it's the last you'll ever see.
Whiskey, cigars, and a deck of cards are all I need to make your nightmares come true.
This cadaverous card shark has more than just an ace up his sleeve. He's dealing out death, one hand at a time. A real smoking hazard. His smoldering stogie lights the way to ruin. His scorching red eyes scan the table, looking for the next greedy gambler to go all in.
So you think you've got what it takes to outsmart me? Then take a seat, and let's see what you're made of.
Sitting or standing, his head and body activate with movement. So when fresh meat is at the table, Jack is always ready to welcome it with a word.
Are you feeling lucky, punk? Well, you better be, because you're playing with the best. But don't let that scare you. The buy-in is just your soul.
Ante up with your life, because the house always wins. The 6.5-foot Jack of Spades. Only at the Home Depot.
Yeah, Jack of Spades. Very crazy looking. $200 though. That's not too bad on them. Now let's go with something different, huh? I streamed earlier today, and let's go to the next section. We should have more stuff this year. And I appreciate the subscribes too. Let's come here to the... All right.
Nice.
And this is...
Nice.
Let's come here to the final thing. We're gonna look at some of the licensed stuff, and then move through the. We'll do the Giants at the end of it. Did I miss anything in here? Did I miss anything here? I'm just checking.
Okay.
That's all the same.
Ooh, else we started.
I'm just checking around first, making sure I didn't. Oh, here's something I missed. Scrolling here, let's bring her up. This is the 6.5 foot animated LED Maleficent. Maleficent. They did an animatronic for her. Maleficent, the woman from Sleeping Beauty. She has servos and has lifelike movements. The head moves, the mouth moves, the eyes, the staff, and the crow's mouth. Speaks 5 different phrases and illuminated eyes and spear. About $200 available. 200 units available, and she's $280 out the door. Very different product. I was surprised they did Maleficent this year. Oh, we get instructions how to assemble her. We got a few parts to assemble Maleficent this year. Yeah. She's perfect for a Disney Halloween. Yeah, really. I was surprised they did Maleficent this year. Look at her. That's very well done. Look at the sculpt. That's good. And the bird, that looks exactly like the raven. She ain't too difficult looking, but let's see what she does, huh?
Well, this is a pleasant surprise. I set my trap for a peasant, and lo, I catch a prince. Away with him, but gently, my pets.
Creatures much worse than witches lurk in the forest untrod. As elegant as she is evil, the 6.5 foot animated LED Maleficent is a force to be reckoned with. With arms outstretched in a powerful pose, this satin-clad sorceress is on a purple and pink power trip. Her gorgeous gown flowing in jagged points to the forest floor. 2 night black horns stretch upward from the crown of her head, accentuating her pallid skin. In her hand, a golden staff topped with a glowing green orb, and a trustworthy crow, perched and prepared to do their majesty's bidding.
Trigger the motion sensor, and they both come alive.
Her head rolls from shoulder to shoulder, and her eyes open and close, casting a vibrant orange light into the dark. Her crow calls into the quiet as she extends her staff and begins to speak, her jaw opening and closing with captivating movement.
You poor simple fools, thinking you could defeat me, the mistress of all evil.
Even as the crow flies, there's no distance that can save you, for this is no fairy tale. This is Fright Night in the fearful forest, and no one is safe from the spinning wheel's prick. The 6.5 foot animated LED Maleficent. Only at the Home Depot.
Huh. Not too bad. I was very surprised that they brought a Maleficent and designed it. for this, but not. Oh man. I guess there's not even. I guess that's the only thing for that. Everybody, welcome to the viewing. Let's see, anything else on this view? This is a follow-up to the live that was done earlier today. Every year I do a viewing. This year I wanted to do streaming this year. Instead of sitting there and filming every single video to make it a piece. Thought it might be something different. Man, this is all. I guess this is all oh well. I was looking for the animated animated the Maleficent. Not Maleficent, but the other one. The Disney the witch from I remember. The witch from Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. I heard she was a prop, but I guess not. Yeah, I was looking for a I'm looking for the other stuff. But I guess that's it for that. Done that, done skeletons. Let's come on to the dead water stuff. We'll come back and do the last final ones of that. Ooh, they do have it this year. This thing. It's unavailable though, but here we go. This thing, I've been waiting for this to come out for a couple months too. This is the 7-foot dead water megalodon. Looks like the megalodon's here, the pirate here. But yeah, the megalodon. This thing is cool. Let's get the let's see if we got. Ah man, no instructions to it. 7 foot tall. Doesn't show how to set them up. That's a bummer. Look at that thing. That thing is huge. That thing is huge. Oh, here's the instructions to set it up.
This video will assist you in assembling your 7-foot Deadwater LED Megalodon shark. Throughout the instructions, right and left are from the Megalodon shark's face-forward point of view. Planning installation. Estimated installation time, 30 minutes. Number of people required, 2 people. Ensure this item is assembled on level and stable ground. Align, insert support tube, marked with a B sticker, into the post extending from base support, marked with a A sticker, using the Quick Connect push button and pre-drilled hole. Align, insert support tube, marked with a C sticker, into support tube, marked with a B sticker, using the Quick Connect push button and pre-drilled hole. Insert ground stakes, marked with an S sticker, in metal base, marked with an A sticker. Secure on level and firm ground for outdoor stability. Attach left section 1, marked with an H sticker, to the base support structure. Insert the post on support tube, marked with a C sticker, into the post holder on the inside of left section 1. Ensure the bottom of left section 1 fits over the metal base. Attach right section 1, marked with an I sticker, to the base support structure. Insert the post on support tube, marked with a C sticker, into the post holder on the inside of right section 1. Ensure the bottom of right section 1 fits over the metal base. Join toggle latch clamps on front and back inside to lock section 1 parts together. Align and insert the right and left pectoral fins, marked with a P and Q sticker, into section 1 with a snap-click sound. Align and insert the dorsal fin, marked with an R sticker, into section 1 with a snap-click sound. Assemble section 2. Join clamps between front and back parts, marked with an L and K sticker, to lock right section together. Join clamps between front and back parts, marked with a J and M sticker, to lock left section together. Join clamps to lock left and right section 2 parts together. Attach section 2 onto section 1. Cable connection 1. Join the bottom cable that is attached to the right side of section 2 with the cable end connected to section 1. Secure with turn lock fastener. Align and insert the tabs on the lower edge of section 2 with the corresponding slots on the top edge of section 1. Press down until they securely snap together. Ensure the bottom edge fits the perimeter of the top edge perfectly. Join inner support tube, marked with a D sticker, to frame using the Quick Connect push button and pre-drilled hole for interior structural strength and further assembly. Insert end of post into slot on front of section 2. Join inner support tube, marked with an E sticker, to frame using the Quick Connect push button and pre-drilled hole for interior structural strength and further assembly. Insert end of post into slot on back of section 2. Attach final support tube to interior metal structure. Align and insert support tube, marked with an F sticker, into support tube marked with an E sticker, using the Quick Connect push button and pre-drilled hole. Attaching head. Cable connection 2. Join the cable from the head to the cable attached to the inside of section 2. Secure with turn lock fastener. Align and insert the tabs on the lower edge of the head with the corresponding slots on the top edge of section 2. Press down until they securely snap together. Ensure the bottom edge fits the perimeter of the top edge perfectly.
Bolt shark sections together. Access support tube through the opening on top of the head. Line up the threaded end and insert it in the slot located on the inside bottom of the opening. Secure the entire inner support frame to the Megalodon's outer body by placing the washer and then tightly screwing the nut onto the support tube. Cover the access hole with the cover cap, marked with a O sticker, by snapping it into place. Install AC/DC adapter. The adapter jack is located on the lower right side of section 1. Connect and screw together the DC plug on the adapter cord into the corresponding DC jack on the Megalodon's body. Attach and screw the other end of cable into adapter head. Plug the adapter into a power source and then choose a function to activate on the toggle switch located on the adapter cord. Your 7-foot dead water LED Megalodon shark is now fully assembled. Plug in and turn on to let the fun begin.
Yeah, that's cool, guys. Let's see what it does, huh?
What hungry horrors feed beneath the water's sheen? And what happens when those horrors come ashore for a fresher catch? The 7-foot LED Megalodon shark has developed a taste for human flesh, and this great white is ready to take a great bite out of you. Measuring nearly 7 feet tall and 4.5 foot wide, this titanic terror is the sea's most fearsome predator. Its 2 rows of razor-sharp teeth loom large, gleaming in the moonlight and ready to attack those who dare to get too close. This bloody beast has blood-red LED eyes, and its menacing mouth glows brightly against the black of night. The gaping jaws fixed wide open, waiting for its next bite. Think twice before you take the bait. Nothing can save you from this fright night bite. The 7-foot LED Megalodon shark. Only at the Home Depot.
That shark's pretty cool. Oh. This one right here. I'm going to start with this. This is the... This is the 6.5 foot fisherman in the rocking chair. This one is fun looking. I think this one's fun looking. Just a fisherman in a rocking chair. He looks like Quinn from Jaws. Maybe Quinn survived. Maybe Quinn survived from Jaws after he was eaten. He came back and he decided after he was dead, he was going to go fishing for that shark. Kind of a bring up on there for him. I laughed when I seen this. It looks like a dead version of Quinn from Jaws. Sitting in his rocker. Look at sculpted detail for the fishing pole. Let's see what he does, huh?
Ah, there's things down there. Things with eyes that never close. They watch, waiting for their chance. I felt them, lurking just under the water. One day, they'll come for me. But they'll learn I don't go down easy.
Our landlubbing timbers may shiver at the thought of what evil lies in the deep. But even creatures of the deepest, darkest ocean can't scare the 6.5-foot animated LED fisherman. Dressed in the tattered old rags of a lifetime at sea, this salty dog has seen it all, and he's ready for whatever wicked thing may come his way. Trigger his motion sensor, and his eyes come alive, glowing red against the dark water's sheen. He springs forward with his well-worn rod and reel, and his not-so-fresh fish still wriggling on the line as he tells you tall tales of demons in the deep.
There's tales of a devil fish, one that drags men down to the darkest depths. Black as midnight, with jaws like an iron trap. They say once it grabs ya, there's no escape. But me, I've stared into those inky black eyes. I'll be waiting.
Set your hook if you dare. There's no telling what terrors await on the other end. The 6.5-foot animated LED fisherman, only at the Home Depot.
That is crazy. It looks like Quinn from Jaws. Okay. Here we go, guys. This is a bring back. It's a reskin of the original. It's the 9.5-foot tall dead water pirate ship. Been waiting for this for a long time. Simple pirate ship. I wish I had that back in the day when I did a pirate ship. It would have been so easier and it would have never fell apart like it did. Yeah. Skeleton's driving. Skeleton's on there. He's driving his. He's steering his ship. It's almost 10 feet tall, almost 11 feet wide. Here we go.
What horrors hide on the high seas? Pillaging pirates, corsairs, and clipper ships beat against the wind, pushing perilously ever closer to land, where fresh flesh and plunder are always close at hand. Measuring more than 9 feet tall, the 9.5-foot giant-sized animated LED pirate ship has run aground, and the sea-weary scallywag aboard is eager to plant their festering feet on dry land at last. Adorned with a mermaid figurehead gracing the bow, this night-black ship is a sight to behold. Its dark walls show the weathering of centuries at sea, and its skull and crossbones flag is a stern warning to any seaside trespasser. Starved to the bone, a scurvy skeleton mans the wheel, eyes glowing red, turning and turning aimlessly, forever lost, but still duty-bound for eternity. Take heed. Steer clear of this ghost ship and all who serve it, for there is naught aboard but skulls and crossbones. The 9.5-foot giant-sized animated LED pirate ship. Only at the Home Depot.
Wow. Pirate ship. That's something I seen. That was years ago they did that. A lot of craziness. Ooh. I'm gonna move into these soon. Let's go into the gruesome gourds. Plague Doctor, that was done last year. The Wolf was done. We got that. We got a few new props this year. This is a reskin of the Gruesome Gourd Zombies. You get 3 of them for $200. That's a good steal. This was done over the clowns that they did last year. We get 3 goofy looking zombies. We get Creepshow Ghoul. We get the remake from Night of the Living, Return of the Living Dead, and then this guy can be Where I Live. All crazy looking zombies. Well sculpted. But anyway, let's see what they do, huh?
I told you guys, this is the spot for the best brains.
Well, I'd rather eat rats for dinner. This one's a dud. Whatever. I'm hungry. Let's eat.
It should come as no surprise that this hollow-headed gang of goons is fresh out of brains. Sharp as the blunt club they brandish, the 7.5-foot animated LED zombie stack trio is a bumbling bunch of brutes. Back from the dead and bent on bashing and smashing all in their way. Dressed in black and red flannel, dirty and dingy coveralls, and a bloody black suit, each of these eager-eyed eaters wears the garments of a past life, tattered and dirty from more than a few unsavory feasts. Hoist them high, shoulder on shoulder, for a formidable fright. Or unstack and display them in a row to surround unsuspecting prey. Trigger their motion sensor in either configuration, and their eyes come alive. Their jaws open and close as they begin to speak, hashing out their hunt, and punctuating playful jokes with a swing of their club.
Who's up for a spooky story?
Only if it involves brains. And a side of humorous, please. Come here. It's dinner time.
Quickly, time to make your escape before the joke's on you. The 7.5-foot animated LED zombie stack trio. Only at the Home Depot.
3 goofballs. But let's move on to something else. Okay. Here we go. Oh man, it's already sold out. Here we go, guys. It's still want to see this. I thought this was a joke when I first seen this. This is almost a 5-foot tall leprechaun. It's a remake of the Leprechaun movies. It's inspired by the Leprechaun movies. The mouth moves, the arm moves, the body moves, and something else moves. It's a It's a zombie, not a zombie, but it's a Let's look at the instructions, huh? How to set this thing up. Not too crazy set it up, but crazy. This was done for Leprechaun, and it's inspired by. It's inspired. I thought it was a joke because on St. Patrick's Day they released this. I think that's when the manager meeting was. And they did this as a joke. So anyway, let's see what it does, huh? Here's close up of the eye. Here's the axe. Let's see what it does, huh?
Dare to reach for the treasure, and you'll find out just how lucky ye are.
Feeling lucky, are ye? Only 4.5 feet of misfortune awaits you at the end of this rainbow. The 4.5-foot animated LED cursed clover is not your leprechaun of lore. This hatchet-wielding wild man has a vigor for violence, and is ready to sink his blade deep into the heart of Hallows Eve. Dressed in his Erangel Broth best, from his buckled top hat to his emerald jacket and big brown boots. This bearded bogeyman is all smiles on Fright Night. His weathered face wears the wrinkles of ages of rage, and his gloved hands and blackened fingernails hint that it is not Lucky Charms he seeks. Trigger his motion sensor and he comes to life. Bright orange LED light floods his eager eyes as he turns from side to side. His jaw opens and closes as he swings his sack of coin, brandishing his axe and boasting of the blows that will befall you.
Luck of the Irish, not tonight! Beware, for my axe is eager to meet the greedy hands that dare to touch me gold.
Mischief and mayhem go hand in hand. That is, if you're lucky enough to keep yours. The 4.5-foot animated LED cursed clover. Only at the Home Depot.
I was hoping maybe they would have hired Warwick Davis, who was the Leprechaun. I was expecting they'd hire him to play the voice. But not too bad. Not too bad of a prop. All right. We're going to look right here. This is going to be this is the 8-foot tall troll. And he's already sold out. I'm surprised people already bought him out. That's crazy. He's already sold out. Darn it. But he looks pretty cool. His head moves, his mouth moves, his body moves, and his arms move. I think he looks cool. Look at this thing. This is... This is crazy. Real something Fable. Look at this. Very done products. But let's look at the video for him. But first, let's see. Close up of his face. Big old bludgeoning club. Yeah.
Out from the caves and mountains, beneath the bridges of man-made worlds, come craggy, crazed, club-clutching creatures in search of a delectable snack.
Smell something good.
The 8-foot giant-sized Tumble the Troll is a larger-than-life lug, looking to beat and bludgeon its way to a warm meal. Linger long around this massive monster, and you might be the main course. From 2 wiggling ears to a broad, jutting jaw, its horrific head grows ever wider. Sharp stubs of teeth, including 2 ferocious fangs, dot a wide, hungry mouth. His fattened flesh is loose and wrinkled, hanging from a fearsome frame. Trigger his motion sensor, and his eyes fill with light, alternating in anger from yellow to red and back again. With 2 towering arms, he hoists his rock-studded club, all the better for bashing. His large head and powerful body come alive, opening and closing his jaw as he sniffs out his prey.
Want to find you and smash you with my club.
The clock is ticking. But don't wait around for the dinner bell, lest you become a club sandwich.
Can't smell your terror.
The 8-foot, giant-sized, animated LED Tumble the Troll. Only at the Home Depot.
Not too bad on him. Very different. Well, let's move on to something different on here. Okay, we're down to pretty much the last few props. Let's move on to another one. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one right here is the 7-foot tall, gruesome, gourd animated LED Guardian of the Gourds. Not too crazy about it. Kind of eerie looking though. The mouth and the head moves. Yeah. Real different. Anyway, let's see what it does, huh?
Ah, the night is alive with fear. I can smell it in the air. Come closer.
Something is rotten in this pumpkin patch, and its putrid presence will assault more than just your senses. The 7-foot animated LED guardian of the gourds is the pumpkin-headed gatekeeper of a realm most revolting, teeming with the souls and shadows of those once living, trapped in turmoil for all eternity. He may seem dapper, holding a crooked silver-topped cane, capped by a curious crow, and dressed in a tall top hat, and a long black robe with a dusty and aged shawl. But this demented dandy is anything but proper. Trigger his motion sensor, and his evil eyes begin to glow. His gaping grin fills with flashing light as he opens wide, fanning his terrible teeth. He turns his head from side to side, swinging long straw-colored locks in the moonlight. You have come too far, dear traveler. There is no turning back.
The darkness knows your name now. It is waiting for you.
From the darkness you emerged, and to it you shall return. The 7-foot animated LED guardian of the gourds. Only at the Home Depot.
Yeah. Not too much. Well, let's move on to something different. It's pretty nifty. I think I'm gonna like it better when I see it in action for real. Okay. We're gonna move on to this. And then we're gonna come on here. Now, Spirit Halloween has Lord Raven. I think another place has another Raven character. But this is the Home Depot 6.5-foot gruesome grounds animated Raven. This is their Raven prop. The head, the mouth, and the right arm moves. Has different phrases, makes crow sounds, lights up. This is their Raven. They always do something like that. $200 for it though. Just some real spooky looking Raven pictures. Put that in a cornfield and have that thing moving around. There's a close-up of the staff. Let's see what it does, huh?
Once upon a midnight dreary, in fields rotten beneath skies eerie, a feathered figure, cloaked in dark, utters this macabre remark.
The night is alive with whispers, secrets only the darkness can reveal.
So quoth the 6.5-foot animated LED Raven. This beastly bird is black as night, dressed in a long dark cloak, from beak to claw. A shawl of feathers frames its long textured beak, cascading downward and wrapping around its shoulders and chest. In its hands a lantern glowed with warm LED light, and a silver skull-topped staff radiates with ghostly energy. Trigger its motion sensor and its eyes and mouth come alive, burning red with rage. Its head turns from side to side as it crows a thrilling threat.
These fields are not empty. They are filled with the spirits of those who dared trespass before you. The shadows have found you.
Suddenly there comes a tapping. Your heart gives out, rapidly rapping. A shadow descends and takes your beat. A blackbird's beak your soul does eat. A life in darkness now awaits, and this bright night shall seal your fate. The 6.5-foot animated LED Raven. Only at the Home Depot.
Yeah, not too bad for a Raven. Very interesting. Let's move on to the next prop, huh? Oh man. We'll look at this later. Look at this. Okay. The next thing is just another witch. Let's see what she does. Huh?
Beware, traveler, for these woods hold secrets. They are near as ancient as I. Listen to their words, for they may be your last. You'll do well to heed their warning, for your own sake.
Not all who dwell in this eerie realm desire to inflict harm. There are those whose wares are warnings, peddling predictions to any passerby smart enough to heed them. At 7.5 feet, the Nightshade Witch is a harbinger of horror, spreading the awful word of the wood to all who will stop and listen. She wears the bones of unfortunate and unwise travelers who came before. Threadbare gauze and scavenged fabrics accent her tattered robe and tall, pointed hat. Stare deep into her gaze, and 8 life eyes options illuminate the dark night. Her gruesome grey skin is as pale as the moonlight, all but rotting from her frail frame. In her hand, a crooked broomstick that lands at a vibrant, color-changing brush base. It's the perfect perch for a lonely crow, and from her belt hangs a potion satchel, deadly Nightshade, of course. Trigger her motion sensor, and her face, mouth, and arm come alive as she readies another potent portent.
Do you hear them? My crows speak the tongue of the dead, bearing witness to those who dare to linger here. You can run if you wish, but they will find you. Now come, and let me see if you're worthy of joining my flock.
A coven is a-brewing, and her crows won't stop at a pinch or a peck of the secret ingredient. You, the 7.5-foot Nightshade Witch. Only at the Home Depot.
Yeah. Really didn't like the scene and what they did, but with the book and all, but not too bad of a prop. Oh. Let's move on to what we got. Now we're going to move on to something. Now we're going to move on to something that looks pretty cool. Home Depot has always did spiders for a while. This thing looks cool. This looks a lot better than the gargantuan spider I have open these. That's pretty cool. It looks like a blacklit spider. I love the design of it, though. Look at that thing. I like the spider. That is cool. Look how well the picture is for the face. That is crazy looking.
What has 8 legs, 8 eyes, and a hunger that cannot be satisfied? Riddles abound down the twisted paths that swerve and snake in the forest's dark. And the 9.5-foot giant-sized LED arachnophobia spider is one of the wood's most malevolent mysteries. This astonishing arachnid has staked its impressive claim, catching and consuming everything that crosses its path. Its 8 long, jointed legs stretch eagerly outward, realistic black fur dancing in the crisp night air. Against the blackness, its body glows and pulsates, producing mesmerizing colors to lure unsuspecting prey into a sticky embrace. What should await them but 2 enormous pincers, poised to promptly pierce? Trigger its motion sensor and this beastly bug comes alive, hissing, clicking, and clawing for its next meal. My, how the hunters have become the hunted. What a wicked web we weave. The 9.5-foot giant-sized LED arachnophobia spider. Only at the Home Depot.
That is cool. That is huge, and that is cool. Got one of the original gargantuan spiders. I wouldn't mind having this, but I don't think I have enough room for him. But I'd like to see this thing in real work. This is one of the small props now. The last small prop. Come on. This is the 6.5-foot tall gruesome ground butcher. $179. It's a pig butcher. I've never seen something like this before. It's crazy looking. Spirit Halloween did that a couple of years ago, but this one's crazier looking. Let's look at this, what it does, huh?
All those years stuffing your face with ham, roast pork, and bacon. Now it's my turn to carve a slice off you.
They say you are what you eat. Well, take a bite from this meatmonger's bloody buffet, and he'll have you squealing like a pig. Standing well over 6 feet tall, the 6.5-foot animated LED butcher brings an imposing presence to any monster mash. Beneath a long, wrinkled snout, too terrifying to stretch upward, framing his open, grinning mouth. A long, sutured scar runs the length of his human-sized head. Dressed in a soiled hat and apron, and holding a massive cleaver, this one-man chop shop is ready to cut more than just a rug.
People call me an artist. They line up for a taste of my work. But they never leave once I start carving. No rush, no fuss, just me, my cleaver, and a job well done.
Trigger the motion sensor, and this big pig's eyes glow bright red. His head begins to move as he brandishes his blade with evil intent. Eat up while you can. The next course might be you. The 6.5-foot animated LED butcher. Only at the Home Depot.
Not too much crazy about him, but it would get the job done. Let's move on to the last 3 props. And then I can shut this tour down. Thank you guys for watching for an hour, though. We're almost done. We're going to move on to something that I think is still pretty... I think is pretty cool. We got their 8-foot tall color changing wyvern. Their dragon. This thing is pretty cool. This thing is something. Look how well this is done. Crazy looking. See what it does. Let's look at some pictures. Luckily, how well that is sculpted. There's the nails, the talons, 3 foot. Crazy looking. Wyvern's a dragon species, I think.
Many a deadly danger makes it home in these woods. Proceed too boldly, and you may find yourself in a very hot spot indeed. The 8-foot giant-sized color-changing wyvern protects its lair at all costs, guarding its gold with fiery fervor from any trick-or-treater who dares approach. Reared and ready, it stretches 2 broad spiked wings covered in veiny, vivid detail upwards into an endless black sky. Its green and brown skin is rough with crags and crevices. Horns serpentine, sprouting from the ridges and crown of its head, and razor-sharp talons tear out from its fearsome feet. Trigger its motion sensor, and bright LED light oozes from beneath its armored scales. Its piercing eyes, ferocious mouth, and powerful neck and chest all glow bright as its huge, horrific head moves and fierce jaw opens wide, threatening all that come near. Its throat fills with fire as it prepares to scorch the earth, breathing a blazing inferno over anyone and anything that stands before it. Just the way it likes it. Extra crispy. The 8-foot giant-sized color-changing wyvern. Only the
That thing is crazy. The wyvern. I wouldn't mind having it, but it's out of stock already. Alright, guys. The last 2 props into this. I've saved the last 2 props for this. We're not going to start with him first. This come on. This is their Home Depot 15-foot giant-sized animated galley crow. This is a remake of the Warcoat crow. The Warcoat crow. It's another 15-footer. Part of the 12-foot series. The last 15-foot character I picked up was a Phantom. But this thing is 15 foot tall. Very crazy looking and done. Look at this thing. This is something. It don't look that hard to set up though. Look at the face. The face, the chest lights up. This thing is huge.
What calls in the sky dark? Do not look up unless you're prepared to meet the glowing gaze of the 15-foot, giant-sized animated LED galley crow. This colossal creature stands more than 1.5 stories tall, covered from beak to base in striking detail. This ghastly beast is draped in a tattered jacket with gauzy trimming. The giant-sized galley crow creates quite the imposing impression. Its long arms stretched more than 12 feet wide. Motion activated, its hollow, rotting head flickers brightly with LED light, illuminating its evil eyes and menacing mouth. Its bare, bony chest smolders with flame, a glowing, pulsing portent. There is no call to summon this beastly, bone-chilling bird. Only death's rattle and the scent of sickness can pluck it from its perch before it picks you clean. The 15-foot giant-sized animated LED galley crow. Only at the Home Depot.
Real creepy looking thing. But that's one thing. You have that option, and then you got this option. This is the Voracrow type. It's just a big, it's the same thing, but it's differently sculpted. The head's different, the lights change different. I have been wanting this for a while.
In putrid soil, possession festers, giving rise to mile-high horrors beyond our comprehension. The 15-foot giant-sized animated LED Voracrow is what bad dreams are made of. With or without its tattered jacket or hat, this spine-chingling straw man is a supernatural sight, growing 1.5 stories out of the ground. Its long arms stretch more than 12 feet wide, covered in realistic detail down to its barren base. A horrific visage, its textured head flickers brightly, with LED light oozing from its eyes and mouth when its motion sensor is activated. Inside its chest, a smoldering fire pulses and grows, burning long into the night's dark. Looming larger than life, it's a Fright Night scare on an unprecedented scale, sure to inspire more than worry in horrified hearts this Hallows Eve. The 15-foot giant-sized animated LED Voracrow. Only at the Home Depot.
$15-foot scarecrow. Then you got this without the scarecrow. I think it looks a lot better with the jacket on. But yeah, 15 foot tall. And I've had my mind set on this one for a while. I plan on getting this one payday, not payday, but I plan on getting this one around October. This is why I want. So anyway, that's everything. And it has a limit per one order. Keeps people from buying multiples. But pretty much that's pretty much it for this Halloween thing. It's getting ready to do the walkthrough. As soon as Home Depot has it, I will see you guys for the Home Depot walkthrough around October for this. But thank you guys for watching the live. Thank you guys very much, and have a good night. And thank you to the people for watching these videos. It means a lot. So thank you very much, guys.